Look, I came down here to apologize for how things went. All right. Turns out you didn't dent my car.
Of course I did it. And if I did, I'm not responsible. Who dented the car?
My daughter.
Hey! What did she hit?
Fire hydrant.
Hey! Let me get this straight. So you come in here and accuse me that all this time the criminal is still in your own house. I should sue you for defamation of character.
Listen, I'm sorry you feel that way, man. That's why I'm here.
I don't want to hear it. You're like Sarah Palin, and I'm like Barack Obama. And your daughter, she's George Bush. Everything is her fault. But who they blame? Me, the black man.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm in the mood to run my mouth, and I've been triggered today. There's something going on about Mike Tyson, and today is Wednesday the 14th, 2023. I was ear hustling, meaning the news was on, but I was doing something else, and I was looking back and forth at the news, and they were talking about Robin Givens and Mike Tyson with somebody else, you know, kind of like birds of the feather flock together type of cliche. But I didn't hear everything that was going on. What triggered me was Robin Givens, and when I think about Robin Givens, I also think about Jada Pinkett, and I'm like, man, they are some vicious women. When it comes down to what you can remember these women by, it's like Robin Givens, my memory of her is the way her and her mama, you know what I'm saying, fucked over Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He just was on some gold digger shit. And even though he's a grown-ass man, I don't give a fuck about what he or what a person would say his mental state was in at the time that he was fucking with her. All I can say is that he was still a grown-ass man. And he should have had a good team. He should have had some people in his corner to give him some advice. It's like, I don't give a fuck how love-struck a person is. They should be wise enough to take constructive criticism from people who they have in their corner. You know what I'm saying? A person can get love-struck and be like, this is the one for me, this is the one for me. But a friend would be like, man, there's something off about this woman. You need to take your time with them. And a wise person will heed that advice. Because look how many times a person gets divorced in a lifetime. For me, I know by example how it is to be in that loop of being in and out of relationships. Just because I wasn't disciplined enough to follow my own wisdom. My own wisdom was telling me that being out of a relationship is the place to be. Because I'm like, I'm happy. I might desire a woman or the company of a woman, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have to fucking claim them as a goddamn girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And at that time I was fucking ignorant about religion and the shit that I was being taught, or the shit that I had been taught about what a man is all about type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I had other resources. I had people, you know, I'm the type of person where I learn vicariously through other people. Meaning that when I see other people going through shit, I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I already had my spirit talking to me, telling me, saying, yo, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're single, you're good. You know what I mean? No matter what my desires are, you know, you could have that, but you don't need to have a relationship, to get that. And if I had listened, I could have had so many fucking females, you know what I'm saying? And being honest with them, it's like, yo, being honest with a female and saying, you know, I don't want to be in a relationship, but I would love to have, you know, have your company. You know, if she's down with it, she's down with it. If she's not, she's not. And using my mouth, using my words, using my honesty to say there's no room for jealousy. I don't give a fuck how many dudes you have. You know what I mean? Keep your body clean. I know you're going to be fucking. Keep your body clean. And if you fuck up and allow somebody to come in you or have sex with you without a condom, then you need to be woman enough to come to me and say, hey, I fucked up. Because I would have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? I was wise enough to tell females that I wanted to grow with someone without having titles, meaning exactly what I just said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, we're going in the same direction. At least it sounds like we're going in the same direction. So we need to grow as individuals. And if we're going to try to do this together, then we can still grow as a team. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, when I think about Jada Pinkett, you know, I think about her in that fucking talk show, that Red Table Talk or whatever the fuck. Sitting there watching her talk to Will Smith about her relationship with that young boy, that young man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, okay, I could dig. I can see a married couple who has an open relationship. I can see them being cordial and respectful and talking to each other about the relationships that they're having outside of the marriage. I can see that. But what I cannot get is this married couple having this conversation in public. Now, mind you, if they're talking to each other first and they've already talked to each other and, you know, they're both ready to go public with it, that's something completely different. But for Will Smith to sit there and look the way he was looking, I mean, he was looking mad fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, man, that's some borderline punk ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That is no role model shit. You know, you're sitting there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. You know what I mean? And for Jada Pinkett to rub Tupac and her memories and her feelings of him in the face of Will Smith or even their kids, that's mad disrespectful. Now, on one level it is, you know what I'm saying? If it was something respectful, you know, if it was something respectful between Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, you know what I'm saying, for them to talk about their feelings about people they've had relationships with, then that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? And they have to control the stories they get out to the media so that way it stays respectful. And we, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be having this conversation about it being so disrespectful, because the way the media put it out there, it's like if they had never had, it's like if Will Smith and Jada Pinkett never had, conversations about Jada Pinkett's feelings. You know what I'm saying? And Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and the kids, it seems like they never had these conversations about how Jada Pinkett felt about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the media spent it, it was just, mad disrespectful. But we really don't know what was going on in that household because we wasn't there. All right, but as far as two women that I could think of right now that I would say need a real good kick in the ass, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not talking about condoning a man putting his hands on a woman. I'm talking about a man and a woman just really sitting down and clearing the fucking air about something. That type of kicking the ass. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a kick in the ass to motivate you to do the right damn thing. But we're not meaning it literally as far as somebody sticking a foot on your gluteus maximus. But yeah, I'm like, man, when I see those two women, each time I think about them, I think about the situations that they allowed to happen between themselves and the man that they was with. And as far as being role models in this culture that we have, it's like they did their part to fuck up that image. And it's like whenever the media get a hold of situations and relationships like that, and it's about two melanated people, it ain't never a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the media already is going to damage the situation or add damage to the situation, so we don't need to help them make us look fucked up. And I don't like that. This channel is called Growing with Podrey. And no matter what type of shit I'm talking about, I'm talking on a level of betterment. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness. It's like being mature enough, being wise enough to be the best people that we can be. And learning from mistakes is cool. You know what I mean? But I think learning from other people's mistakes is a whole lot better. Where they say, we're doomed to repeat history. That type of shit. If you don't know what the history is, or even if you know what the history is, you know what I'm saying? If you don't be careful, then that shit'll happen all over again, you know what I mean? So it's like, for real. I mean, look at how many people have butlers and maids and cleaning services, you know what I'm saying? That right there is indentured slavery on a whole different level, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I may not be whipping you, but you gonna do it as I say inside of my own home, even though it's for, some money, but still. I think I'm done with this video. If you check out the history of Robin Givens and the history of Jada Pinkett, you should be able to see a pattern of how they affected the men in their lives. And when you look at the men in their lives, you should see a pattern of their strong suits and their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And when you check out these levels, these different levels coming from these people, or these different layers coming from these people, then you should see how you can better yourself. If you choose to be in a relationship with someone, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to look at them and be like, nah, that's not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it that type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not happiness. You know what I mean? That's really not happiness. I'm down for an open relationship or an open marriage. You know what I mean? But there still need to be some rules. there still need to be some agreements that need to be made. You know what I'm saying? Or the shit could get out of hand real quick. And it's fucked up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get out of here. I was just triggered by that shit. And I wanted to run my mouth. But other than that, you know, my disclaimer, I'm not the smartest person, nor am I the dumbest person. There's a lot of shit that I've done my research on. And there's a lot of shit out there that I could still be doing some research on. Except for I don't trust everything that's out there nowadays, because people are rewriting history. People are debunking the things that we thought were true. People have done some wrong shit and they have lied about it, and they don't want to tell the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get hard facts and truth from the things that we do our research on. It's hard to believe it. But what I need you to do is to question everything that I'm talking about. Do your own research on these things that I'm talking about and form your own opinion about these things that I'm talking about. Most importantly, I need you to share your opinions with other people, because you never know when somebody has been thinking on the same level as you, but they didn't have anybody to talk to. And it's fucked up to feel like you're the only person in the room thinking the way that you think, and other people are looking at you like you're the weirdo. It's a fucked up feeling. Been there, and I've done that. So, yo, I'm gonna get out of here. You have a good day. You have a good night. You have a good morning. Peace.